Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck straight in one line. In your right palm on your left, and gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound, please. And while you're focusing to the sound mentally, relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we try to help you to give some informations to develop tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation by yourself. So, when it comes to practice meditation, and sometimes students ask, what is this samatha? And what is this vipassana? So when it comes to samatha meditation, it's not about controlling your mind. It is not a kind of like a holding your mind. Tranquility meditation means you settle down, consciously you settle down with one mental object. So you can do it. The very nature of the mind is it's always go according to the intention or the desire. So sometimes, even though in surface level of our mind, we have intention to practice meditation, but deeply in our subconscious mind, we have some other things more important than your practice. So then mind start to go with it. But if you completely 100% bring your attention with the primary mental object, whatever you gain, and if you able to settle down with little by little, then the mind going to be there. So nothing to control. Who going to control what? Because you are your mind. So then take a conscious decision and keep attention and focus your attention to the primary mental object and stay with it again and again, again and again. In the beginning, sometimes you may experience mind go here and there, and you know it is we have busy mind. And but if you keep practice little by little, mind start to settle down. So in tranquility meditation, there are 40 meditation techniques, and out of that 40 that we practice, observing the sensation of inhalation, exhalation. So when it comes to observe the sensation of inhalation, exhalation, we focus our mind in front of our nose and upper lip area. And then allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen itself. So you're not focusing to your belly or chest area or shoulders. You keep focus to the in front of your nose or your upper lip. And when the inhalation exhalation happens, there is a sensation. So you have to recognize that sensation and start to focus your mind to the sensation, not to the inhalation or exhalation. Don't try to go with it. You follow the sensation, you listen to the sensation. It's like when you go in front of the mirror, you look at the mirror and then you can see your reflection. So like that, you have to look the sensation. Sensation bring the reflection of the inhalation or exhalation. Otherwise, don't try to mentally create something, or don't try to mentally think about this is inhalation or this is exhalation if you cannot recognize the sensation. But once you settle down with the sensation, follow the sensation. As example, now you focus into the sensation, and maybe some inhalation or sometimes inhalation can be very rough and exhalation can be very soft. So maybe in the beginning, if you don't have very sharp mind, you may not going to recognize the sensation of exhalation. Then you feel only the inhalation. It is okay. Don't try to argue with yourself or question yourself. Why I don't feel exhalation? Why I feel only? Then the mind goes somewhere else. If you feel only the inhalation, be with it. And then the mind, when the mind settles down with little by little, then you're going to see only thing is deeply, little bit, bring attention to that. Keep focus to it. Then you're going to recognize. That recognition, little by little, bring your sharpness and the clarity. And when you observe that way, what will happen? Your awareness can be more expand. It's like this. In the beginning, you may focus to this pen and you look at the pen. And then that attention bring only the idea of the pen. And when you keep looking, when you get out of this disturbed mind, when the mind becomes sharp, your awareness become more expand and stronger. Then what will happen? You're going to recognize this is a pen, this is blue, and all other details you're going to recognize. And so that is the capacity of mind. When you focus to something, it has power to go through the layers. And then the very next time, just by seeing this, appearing it itself, going to recognize all the details regarding the pen. So same like when you keep observe the inhalation, exhalation, in the beginning, you may see only the inhalation or exhalation. But if you keep focus, what will happen? Your mind is expand. The awareness become more sharper, clear, stronger. So then what will happen? When the sensation arise, in that very moment, in the beginning, you saw only inhalation or exhalation. But now you can see it is the inhalation and the whole breath body. That's mean from beginning to end. You can recognize it, you can see it, and you can see it is a long or short, it is heavy or soft, warm or cold. You can get this all the details just appearing of that sensation. That is how the mind becomes sharper, clear, stronger. So then in day-to-day life, even when you hear a sound, and sometimes you hear some noise, Then you may have to think, what is that noise? From where it came? What happened? But when you have the very clear mind, what will happen? When the sound appear, when the noise come to you, itself, that all the information going to be there. That is the power of samadhi. That is the power of awareness. So maybe suddenly noise come, and then suddenly you know it is the door, or it is the window, or it is maybe the cat, or it is maybe the dog, or maybe wild animal, if you practice outside. And then you know, not only that, even that if the animal jump out of something, then you know, oh, this is cat, and it was on the couch and jumped to the table, and there was a glass and hit, and then the glass fell down, broken. So by appear, it is not thinking. When the sound come, in that sound you recognize that all. There is no thinking part beyond your experience. So then you practice it with the tranquility state, that with your inhalation, exhalation. So when the inhalation happens, it is not by thinking, just learn to see. Learn to recognize the sensation. Stay with the sensation, and then little by little, you will see how your awareness expand. And then in tranquility meditation, it will help you to recognize things as it is. Then you're not going to make mistake with the perception, no disconnection, misunderstanding. So then what is vipassana? So the vipassana means deeply, thoroughly observing. What observing? Your own sensation. So there are 4 ways, 4 foundations to develop that. One is observing the body. Looking yourself, mentally observing your bodily postures. Sitting, standing, walking, lying down. So like that, whatever the bodily posture you hold, you are aware about it. The second one, sensation. Whatever the sensation in your body, rather than make anything, you just observe it without reacting to it. And then the third one, thoughts. Observing without go with thoughts or reacting to thoughts, you just observe how thought arise and disappearing. And the fourth one, contemplating or recognizing the Dhamma phenomena. As example, 4 elements: heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. This all your body governed by 4 elements. Always. Maybe the heat become higher, then suddenly it go lower, motion become higher, it go lower, liquidity become higher, it go lower, hardness become higher. So like that, it always 4 elements moving here and there. And that is one thing. Another thing is this everything come out of change, that all the experience come out of the change. And there is a reason for that. And according to the cause and effect thing, you feel things. And recognizing that also Dhammanupassana. And there are many other ways. And seeing that even when it comes to the body, you would recognize that we have, when it comes to the body, there are certain systems: blood circular system, digestive system, nervous system. This all happen naturally. After you eat, You don't put anything inside your mouth and put it inside and do anything to grind and make it digest. No, you just drop it under your throat. That's it. Then what happened? It is start to go with the natural process. You have no power over it. So recognizing that and aging, look our life, and day by day, day by day, day by day, getting old. Some may think you're getting young, but we getting old. You recognize it. So, and this every day, moment by moment, changing. And even you can see how in life that the things happen to you and that all change. So when it comes to this vipassana meditation, there are two ways of vipassana. One is conventional level of vipassana. Conventional level of vipassana and eternal level of vipassana. So what is conventional level of vipassana? So now you heard this body, sensation, and you may not see the sensation, and the mind and phenomena. And you heard this all change. As example, you heard the sensation change. So before you experience it, you heard it. And knowingly that you get into the practice, that is called conventional level of vipassana. It's like this. Somebody you hear from a friend about a beautiful place. So then that person tell, oh, that place is so good, it's like this, like that. And then you decide to go there. That decision take you there. If you don't decide, you know it, that itself, just by hearing, you're not going to appear there. No, you decide, oh, then I want to go. That decision, until you reach to the place, there are a lot of things you have to do. That everything happened because of your conscious decision you took. You want to go and see it. You didn't take that decision after you seeing. No, before you see that took all that decisions. So like that, you heard there is a vipassana meditation, and then you decide to practice it, and then you recognize there are four foundations, and then all the knowledge you gathered around it help you to come and sit and practice. And even you practice, suddenly when you close your eyes, you're not going to get it. But you knowingly something, you start to practice. That is conventional level of vipassana. Your decision you take, I want to practice this. And then when you start to practice, what will happen? Little by little, it different person to person. But one day, as example, sensation. You never saw how the sensation changed, and even you have no idea what is sensation maybe. So you start to observe, and there is sensation arise, and then you keep observe, and then you recognize yourself how it changed. That is the eternal level of practice, vipassana. It is anymore not belong to that whatever you learn. It become your experience. From that point, you go with your experience. So Dharma we need, teachings we need, and at the same time, practicing and experience, that also we need. Dharma is like a menu. So like that's why you call manual. Menu give all the details, but just reading the menu and turn it here and there doesn't mean you can experience what is on that menu. But then you order, but the menu help for you to order. See, sometimes when you go to another country like China, like Thailand, you when you go to a hotel, you don't know what to eat because all from different characters and different language. And maybe if you see a picture and then through the picture you may recognize what this is. Otherwise, if the person don't speak English and nothing in English, and then you cannot find. So the menu is important because it help you. It help you what is there and what is not there. And even if you want how to make it the way you want, it is necessary. So the dharma is like that. So then when you practice, you again going to see the details on the menu. It's like, that's why the dharma and your practice always match each other. It's like there is a menu, there is a food, you want to make an omelette or something like that, and it say it is spicy. So like a chili mark, and then it is spicy. Then you say, oh, this is good. And then you order it. But when you eat, if it is not spicy, what will happen? But if it is according to the menu, what you should experience, it should experience the spicy. So that means dharma is the same like. So what you read, what you heard through this all the practice, then when you practice, you're going to experience by yourself. Then that experience go back to the menu. And that is where this 2,600 years, it is dharma and the practice both help to this Buddha's dispensation to be like this. Remember, it is just not the book or it is just not the Sangha. No. There's no leader for this. The leader is practice. So that's why by practicing it prove what is in the book. And the book help to newcomers to practice and keep the trust. So then this both you need. That's why you have to learn about the meditation, you have to read about, you have to hear, and you have to have a sangha around you regarding practicing meditation. It is just not 20% you do something else and later you come and close your eyes. No, your mind go like a roller coaster then. Don't do like that. You have to little by little look into. Don't afraid to look. You know why? Because if something wrong, if somebody says something wrong, if I am saying something wrong, when you hear it very clearly, you're going to recognize this is wrong. You have that power, you have that wisdom, you have that inbuilt knowledge. Only thing is we didn't use it, especially when it comes to dharma. See, that's why you heard sometimes, even some people like Daruchirya, without seeing the Buddha as a person and recognizing this is the Buddha, but by conversation, he understood this is a Buddha. See, by just conversation. So same like for you when it comes to Dharma, don't afraid for that. Because when something is wrong, when something doesn't work, when you hear it very clearly, but only thing you have to hear it very clearly, without anything in your mind. When you hear it very clearly, what will happen? You going to recognize this is not going to work. This is not the right way. That you have to develop that power. There are some people, just by hearing one, two words, they recognize that is Dharma. Like Sariyut Mugala. So by just hearing by little words, they recognize, oh, this is Dharma. Then they start to look for the Buddha. Who is saying this? Where he is? Let me go and find him. So like that, remember, you also have that. Only thing is how much you develop it with you. So then when it comes to meditation, the same. So then tranquility level of vipassana you need, and get into eternal level of vipassana. That means by hearing, learning, practicing like this, one day you're going to get into self-experience. Once it comes to self-experience, from that point, and you become part of the wisdom. And so another thing is, so then how far we have to practice? There's nothing called kind of like a practice. So there are four ways of practicing meditation. From tranquility meditation to vipassana. From vipassana meditation to samatha. The both way you can do. And then interrogate. Samatha and vipassana. Both you can practice together. And after the fourth one, realization. From tranquility state to vipassana to tranquility state, or interrogate both. Then realization. Once it come to realization, your whole life is become kind of like a meditation. There's nothing to practice. Because once you cross the river, there's nothing to do with the boat. So same like, so what is the realization mean? Realization means that whatever you experience, you recognize the true nature of that experience. That is the ultimate goal of vipassana. When it comes to our the very conventional level of experience, seeing, hearing, feeling. What else? Seeing, hearing, feelings. So then when it comes to five aggregates, form, feeling, sensation, formation, recognition. And when you recognize this all five aggregates, form, feeling, sensation, formation, recognition, always change, impermanent, and it has unsatisfactory nature, not going to settle down in any place, and whatever you feel out of that, not going to be there forever, and not belong to self. It all happen according to necessary conditions and environment. When you recognize this dharma with your form, feeling, sensation, formation, recognition, that is become self-realization. Self means your form, feeling, sensation, formation, recognition. You can get into that in four ways: body, feeling, mind, and the phenomena. And when you enter to that five aggregates and you recognize impermanent, unsatisfactory nature, and selflessness, that is realization. Once it comes to that, that is the day you're going to end your practice meditation. And then you're not going to hold it to anything, whatever you experience. So that is the final goal of vipassana. So you can get it. Before you die, within that you have the strength and time, and maybe before this pandemic end, maybe you get it. So try it. That's why we try to practice every day and help you. But at the same time, from your side, you have to have the effort, the virya. That is the most important part when it comes to meditation. Because you don't see our laziness, our ignorance, our craving so strong than we think. It's governed whole our life. So that's why you have to have the effort as a main tool. Once you have it, and you can do this. So let's get into practice a little bit. Your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times and say Suapat Veva, or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, and then later observe the change happening moment by moment, followed by the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. So, in the beginning, deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation. So allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen itself. And when it happens, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Settle down with the sensation. If you can't find the sensation, work with your body a little bit. moving it a little bit back and forth and your head up and down. Find the right posture. Bring a little bit more attention and follow the entire continuation of the inhalation exhalation. Also be aware about the length and the depth of each and every inhalation, exhalation. Keep your attention only to the sensation and just recognize the change happening moment by moment. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart, forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, once upon a time there were a group of young turtles, and in that group there was one elder turtle, the grandfather turtle. And the grandfather turtle come every day to tell these young turtles, showing the mountain and telling, don't go to other side of the mountain. Just stay around this area. For any reason, don't go to that area. So these young turtles used to hear this every day. And the grandfather, the old turtle, come every day and every day remind. And then one day these young turtles gathered and told, this grandfather don't know anything. And it doesn't know what is life. He just every day come and tell us like mantra, don't do this, don't go there, don't go there, like that. So they little by little start to get disappointed about this advice, and every day telling themselves, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing we can see. You know? So like young children nowadays, and they go to Google, Facebook, YouTube, and they find more information, and sometimes they argue with parents and grandparents. So these young turtles used to argue with this older turtle. And then out of this all, there was one turtle came, young one. Let me go and see what is there. And then these turtles, little by little, slowly start to move to other side. And it was so green and it was so beautiful. And it ate as much as it can and became so happy about it and enjoying itself and came back. And then he became so proud in front of others. Oh, Rim, see, I break the rule. I went there and I was so happy. And then I ate this much, that much. I rolling here and there, playing myself. You all fool, and you didn't come with me. So like that. Then by here, when they having talk, this older turtle came and asked what happened. Then he knew this young one went there. This older turtle asked, so you don't feel anything wrong? This young turtle told, no, I feel so good. Then the old turtle asked, nothing happened to you? No, no, it's everything was okay. Then again and again, this old turtle asked, are you sure there's nothing wrong? No, I am fine. I feel so good because I ate too much. I feel so good. And then again ask, are you sure there's nothing wrong? Then this turtle told, there is something bothering to me. Then all the turtle asked, what is that? Because I feel like something coming behind me. And in my leg, there's something stuck. And then all the turtle told, so let me see. Then it found out there is a thread. And it was a trap. And the hunter put the trap, this turtle got into it. And then the older turtle told, look, now we have to decide what to do. Why? Because the hunter going to come with this thread and find out all of us are going to kill all of us. Or there is a choice for you. You can go back there. Then we all can protect ourselves. Or otherwise, we're going to leave you. Because with this all my children, I don't want to, let them die. So when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, what the Buddha taught, and it's kind of like our father, our spiritual father. And it's kind of like our mother. So why? Because what the Buddha said to us, this life is very limited. In this very limited time period, out of this human life, what you want? Do you really have any idea? Or are you still going here and there and looking here and there? Because when it comes to human life, the most important thing is the mind. So the development of the mind is the most important part in your life. Not the body. Body is necessary. These material things necessary. But the most important part is your mind. We are kind of like, maintaining a chicken farm. Before the pandemic, look, people used to early morning prepare their lunch packet and go to work. And on the way, they go to market and bring some food and vegetables and that things to eat. And then at night, they eat, sleep, and then again early morning prepare the lunch and they go to work. So feeding. They work for eating, eat for working. So the work, eat, work. For what? And when you maintaining a chicken farm, every day what you does? You give food for chicken and make them more better healthy. You know why? End of the day, what will happen to that? All the healthy, the strong chicken, where they go? They're going to die. So we kind of like, we maintaining this life for the death. But remember, during this pandemic time period, now you understood something. So within few months, maybe you will get back to normal life, new normal life. But remember yourself. Don't continue that whatever you used to do before, and start your new way of life yourself. Give more priority to your mind and develop some qualities in your mind, because life depends on qualities. People are not going to respect for your body. They're not going to respect about your other things. They always will respect you for your qualities. That doesn't mean you have to develop the qualities to get the respect. No. But our human life depends on the qualities. So then you have to remember, develop good qualities in you and get a good foundation, not just the conventional level of foundation. So when it comes to that spiritual foundation, that there are 5 mental powers that you have to develop to gain your spiritual success. So one is the Shraddha, the conviction, the faith regarding the Dharma and regarding the Buddha, regarding the community of the Sangha, that whoever practiced this path, you have to accept and you have to respect that. Otherwise, you're not going to follow anything. If you're not going to respect for the money, you cannot be rich. If you don't respect for the books or education or the teachers, you're not going to learn. So like that way, for the meditation, if you don't respect for the Buddha, Dhamma, or the community of Sangha or the teachings, you're not going to practice it. So then the very first thing, develop that strongly. Be very clear with it. And the second one is the effort, the strength. And so day by day, develop the effort, virya. And you have so much effort, energy, but you use it for different things. But organize yourself deeply inside and bring that all the energy to one thing and start to work with it, that you will see how you can gain the success very easily. And the third one is the sati, mindfulness. With the mind, your mind always here and there. So then have a mental discipline, focus. And what then the samadhi, what you focus, settle down there. You focus to this and you focus to that, and not like that way. Learn to settle down. Bring the calmness to you. And the fifth one, the wisdom or the understanding, self-realization. So through your practice, recognize yourself, whatever on the book, whatever in the Dhamma, just recognize by yourself. So those are the 5 things help for you to develop your mental quality. So at the end of the day, as a human being, your main responsibility should be uplift your awareness with these 5 qualities. Even though you maintain this material physical world, you become a part of it. It's nothing wrong, you have to be successful there. But remember, this everything one day going to go. But still, that the mental qualities that you develop within yourself going to, in case if you cannot attain to enlightenment in this very lifetime, and try to at least attain to good tranquility state. If you cannot attain to that good tranquility state, at least have a very peaceful, calm, comfortable mind. So there are different states. So whatever, the next level, try to jump into it. So that way, little by little, your life going to become meaningful. And as a human being, it is not how long you're going to be here with whatever the things around you. The way you maintain your mind with these qualities going to decide what is the next destination for us. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavattantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava ettavatācammihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.